Good evening, fellow vapors. This is Cass, and today I'm back at you with another juice review. Yes, today we're going to be looking at another range from the guys at UK Labs. We looked at their exotics range before. That was 6 wonderful flavors, and today we're going to be looking at their gummies range. Yes, they have a range of gummy flavors. They also have a range of energy drink flavors, which I will be covering in future videos. But today we're going to be looking at 3 out of the 6 gummy flavors from UK Labs. So let's get straight down to it. The first one we have got today is called Gummies Pear. That is the Gummies Pear. Simple bottle. Again, these guys have gone for some nice branding. The branding on their exotics range was lovely, and they've done it again with this. They sort of kept a theme, and it's quite minimal and quite nice. Let's have a look at what they say about their juices online, and then we'll have a vape of them, and then we'll talk about them. The mellow and delicious pear gummy sweet. Get on the pear way to heaven. Fair enough. I mean, throw a little pun in there. I've not tried this whatsoever, so this will be a true first impression. Alright, so today's device, as it has been in the last few videos, just because I love it so much, is going to be the Vulcan Alpha RDA on top of the Vulcan 1 Mech. I am using their AFC cap. It hits wonderfully hard, so let's have a go and see how the UK Labs Gummy Pear fares on this old banger. Alright, here we go. Okay, first off, this is very, very, very sweet. Very sweet indeed. Essentially, you get this really strong hit of pear right off on the inhale, and the exhale is this super sweet candy gummy flavor. Now, as you well know, gummies are slightly different. They have a different taste. They're not as sharp generally. They're not as sour or as sort of cutting as a lot of the candy vapes that are out there. This still, however, is very, very sweet, to the point where I don't think, straight off those 3 or 4 puffs, I don't think I could all day vape this flavor. But saying that, the pear itself is very fruity, it is very flavorsome, it is very juicy, and I really quite like it. For me, I think they've killed it with sweeteners a little bit. That's my personal taste. Some people out there absolutely adore super sweet flavors. For me, this is just a bit too much on the overly sweet side, but the fruit on it is spot on, and it's not too much of a surprise really, because their exotics range fruits were nail on the head, perfect with the fruit flavors. So, you know, I'm really glad that this is a really nice pear. It doesn't taste like sort of slightly off pears, which I have had in the past, and it doesn't taste like strange Japanese pears, which sometimes companies like to throw in there. The pear on this is actually really lovely. Beautifully fruity, but just a little bit too sweet. Right, let's have a look at the next one. The next one intrigues me a little bit. It is Gummy Lemonade. The next one intrigues me a little bit because it's that Gummy Lemonade. Now, I've never had a lemonade gummy. I've had a lemon flavoured gummy, but I've never had a lemonade gummy. So let's see what they say about it. Oh, nice and sweet and simple. Sweet and juicy lemonade flavoured gummy deliciousness. That's a description I can get on board with. Now, there are mountains of lemonade flavours out there. Let's see how this one fares. That's a curious one. Very similar sweetness to the pear. It's quite a dry lemonade flavour. It's the sort of lemonade flavour you'd get if you bought posh lemonade, like a Fentimans lemonade or something along those lines. It's not your standard pink lemonade or sort of cheap out the 2 litre bottle lemonade. It's sort of like a posh lemonade-y flavour. The lemons are nice and sharp. The lemons are nice and fruity, quite juicy, like the pear was. But again, like I said, we're not surprised here with UK Labs that their fruit flavours are so good. They just seem to have all their fruit flavours absolutely nailed. It's the candy part of that flavour that really mellows that lemon out and takes a little bit of that sharpness off, and it almost takes a bit of the lemonade-ness away from it. I'd say this is more of a lemon gummy than a lemonade gummy. You know, that's my personal preference. I think if I were to give this one an all-day vape test, I think that lemonade-iness would come through a little bit more. I don't think, despite their sweetness, that these guys will be particular coil killers, simply because none of their juices are particularly heavy, and whilst these are very sweet to taste, they don't come across like a really sweet coil killery juice. Anyone who vapes will understand what I mean. You can have a sweet juice without it killing coils, and I think this sort of falls into that category a little bit. But really, really enjoyable. Like, so far we're 2 out of 2 on these. And for someone who's not the biggest fan of candy vapes, fairly impressed by that, because it takes a lot for me to like a candy vape. When I do like a candy vape, I really like a candy vape. So it's a nice twist on the normal candy flavour of vape liquid, going for that sort of gummy flavour, going for something that I've seen a lot of, but not done necessarily that well. As far as like a lemonade-y flavour though, I wish it were a little bit more of that sharp citrusy flavour that you expect from a lemonade, and maybe even a little bit of a fizz to it, because at the moment it's just a lemon gummy as far as I'm concerned, not so much a lemonade gummy. And I think you really have to have that distinction in order for them to be, to be a lemonade and not just a lemon flavour. But really fruity, really juicy, and quite refreshing in a sort of strange way. Right, shall we move on to the next flavour? The next flavour that I've been got, and this is the last one, is pineapple. There we go. This one's going to be an interesting one. Again, we'll have a look what they say. So far the descriptions haven't been extensive, but I don't think they need to be. Here we go. An unbelievable replica of the white pineapple gummy bear we all know and love. I don't recall ever having had a pineapple gummy. Now, pineapple is one of those flavours that normally it's hidden amongst other tropical fruits. Let's see how it stands out on its own. This one, straight off the back of that, is my favourite of the three. Let me explain why. So, firstly, this is actually the least gummy out of all of them. It really is the least gummy out of all of them. And what I mean by that is that it's not overly sweet. It hasn't got that sort of strange candy flavour that I'm not a huge fan of. And the pineapple on it is super fruity, super juicy. It's got that pineapple bite, that sort of citrusy almost bite that pineapple tends to have. This has got that in spades, and it's really, really fruity. It doesn't taste like off pineapple cubes. It doesn't taste like some sort of pineapple synthetic drink. It tastes like fresh pineapple with a hint of that candy sweetness, but not nearly as much as the others. And I think that's why I like this one the most out of the three. Really, really enjoyable. Like I say, on the inhale, you get that wonderful pineapple fruity candiness, and on the exhale, you get this sort of pineapple bite, the juiciness, all in that exhale, and it's actually really quite satisfying. And because this one isn't nearly as sweet as the others, this one is much, much more of an all-day vape than I would say the other two, because it hasn't got the sweetness. And you know what? I think that about wraps it up for these three really quite lovely juices from UK Labs there. All three of them hit the nail on the head as to what they say they are. The fruits are spot on. Two of them are a little bit too sweet for my personal liking, but that doesn't mean to say that for a gummy flavour they're not absolutely spot on. So quite impressed by that. It'd be interesting to see what the other three flavours are like, and I will be coming up with 3 of their energy flavours. Again, energy drinks are something that's been done quite a lot, so it'll be interesting to see how UK Labs have handled it. But yeah, really enjoyable set of E-Liquids. Well worth checking out. These are sort of 13, 14 quid on their website. I'm sure you can find them in lots of other vendors. I will try and find some and put some links below. But I think that about wraps it up for this video. So thank you again for watching. My name has been Cass, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and drop a comment below to let me know what you think. But it's been wonderful reviewing these for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.